If you really deeply think about it, like I just hate being around people. Like I hate people, but I love people so much. Like I would give everything that I have just to see somebody else happy before I can't be happy if I don't see the people around me happy, if that makes sense.
Pussy ass nigga, these niggas rooted poo. See you till you find a destination like a Uber do. My Uncle Rod stay with his pistol, got it super glued. Pulled up in the ghost, she wanna be my boo. Slugged up like my daddy, I don't pay my taxes. EJ, why you always swagging? Got hoes ass clapping. When I hit this senior bitch, have a heart attack. I was 16 pulling up in a Cadillac.
We are CiiiTY.
In my city, I already, you know what I'm saying, all the Spanish people in my city, they already listen to me, like my English, they know her too, so shit, when I come out with that Spanish, I'm gonna cater to them, you know what I'm saying?
It goes like this. Oh, it goes like this, it goes like this. Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, 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 ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yo no quiero banana, yo no soy tu pana, demasiado buena que lo dejo con la gana. Yo no quiero banana, yo no soy tu pana, demasiado buena que lo dejo con la gana. And then he's gonna come in and do his thing, yeah.
My homeboy Mert, he used to always be like, E Snapp, like he used to be like, you know, when I do something, and I say something, he's like, damn, E Snapp. So when I made an Instagram back in a couple years ago, I didn't know what to make with Instagram. So the name just been E Snapp ever since then. And when I started rapping, I was like, damn, people already know me by E Snapp. And some people was calling me that. I was like, shit, I'm just doing that.
Well, first of all, my first name is Rocio. And so when people read that name, like they can barely pronounce it. They be like Rokio, Rockio. They can never say my name right. So that's always stuck with me. And one day I was riding with somebody in Orlando, and we had passed this restaurant called Rococo, but it's spelled differently. It's R0c0co. And it was like, oh, that sounds just like your name, like Rococo. So
that's how it came about. Was that the fake story?
That was the real story.
What's the fake story?
Okay, so the fake story is that I'm from Coco and my name is Roxy. So they put Roxy and Coco together, and I'm not from Coco, that's a joke. And they made up Rococo.
I think you told us to come to Coco or something.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, is that why her name is Rococo?
No.
Because they live out here in Coco.
So the funny thing is that when I started recording at my studio, at my home studio, which is Double Cup Studio, shout out to Gutta Mike, you already know. The first time, or not, one of the first times that I was over there was a girl that was working for him. You know, one of the girls that worked at the studio, and she was like, she said the same thing. She was like, is your name Rococo because you were from Coco? That's where I got that from, and I was like, hell no.
We in West Palm Beach with it, you already know I'm a Wild County nigga, you know what I'm saying? Snap playing in the middle, everybody got such and such gang, I ain't wanna, you feel me, I ain't wanna say a gang, because we're a family, we're a clan, you know what I mean? So I said, okay, since I'm E Snapp, I'm gonna have the Snap clan. And then you know how they got the Ku Klux Klan and all that? Right. I was like, that might kind of throw people out, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a unified, we're gonna be unified, we're gonna be family.
You put up with such a nigga? I told you to bring bitches, bro. Oh my God.
I ain't never been in this.
Hello. Hello, my brother. I grew up with y'all, by the way.
Copy.
Remember I was asking you if you knew where Indian Pines was?
Still big dog? Yeah.
That's where we grew up at. We try to do anything, even if it's the littlest thing, like we try to do something that's gonna add on to what we got going on right now. Whether it's an interview or recording something or writing something, like, you know, Monday through Friday is hard because sometimes we get home late and, you know.
Like I told you before, I'm trying to get my my Snap Clan store, online store finished, and I'll be, you know what I'm saying, I'll be distributing my merchandise, you know what I'm saying, hand to hand. So I be in the streets with it, you know what I'm saying? Say these, you know what I'm
Snapp
saying?
Clan.
How
I
did
am
you
proudly Snapp Clan.
how did you come up with CiiiTY though? Like,
I don't know.
because I thought at first, you know, my thing was like maybe it was like the cool way that you say less.
Nah,
You feel me?
I don't know, bro. It kind of like came to me like in a dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just something I can't explain.
It was just something that you knew that
Yeah.
you had to take action on.
Yeah.
How long did you stay in Jersey, and why did you transition from
So, long story short, I grew up in Jersey City, New Jersey, but when my parents came to America, they separated, and so my mother moved to Jersey City, and my dad stayed in Florida. So growing up, I lived with my mother in Jersey City, but I would come down to Florida for the summer. And so I grew up, you know, doing that faithfully every year. So I have, you know, a lot of friends and family in both areas. So, but I would probably rep Palm Beach County. I love Palm Beach County way more than Jersey because Jersey's cold.
You guys are a strong personality presence and social media. Have you guys taken advantage of that?
After we did come out with that we were together, like he said, dropping the bestie video. I don't know if y'all seen that video, but dropping that bestie video was like our way of telling everybody, like, okay, we like working together. But people could put two and two together, and they just fell in love with the idea of us dating each other without us saying anything or confirming anything. They were just like, oh my god, they're so cute together. And we gained so many followers, like each from, you know, like we merged our followers, and it expanded from there.
Right.
So.
And we was already making videos to ourselves, but we ain't never posted, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just, I don't know, just one day we just posted and they just was loving it. You know what I'm saying? But we been, like, ever since we first met, we was always making goofy, funny videos and shit, so it's us too.
And I'm sure that's a bonus too, because you guys don't try hard. It's not like you're trying hard when you make these videos. It feels like you guys are just being yourself, and you know,
we ain't, but it just be off the top of the dome.
I'm so dramatic,
you feel me?
like naturally. I don't give a fuck. He ate my shit. He ate all my shit. He didn't leave me a tangerine, a mandarin, an orange. He ain't like just nothing. And I was like, Elijah, why is my tangerines gone?
When you're are you crying for real in those videos? That
yes, I can make myself cry right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you should just make yourself cry. Don't do it for the interview.
Just think about I ate your hot Cheetos and if I eat your fries.
Ooh, what's out of here? You really want me to cry right now?
Shit, if you want to.
It's kind of hard when they put you on the... Damn, cry, motherfucker.
Shit, that's what I need to learn. I'm trying to learn how to do that. Shit.
Yeah.
That's a...
Get into a roll or something.
I don't know, like it's a muscle in my eye that I feel myself like flexing it.
Yeah.
And it's like cry, like I'm like flexing something in my eye. Like I got a big ass head, so it's like I could feel my muscles. Like I really could. Like it's like you can control the world with your head, especially if you got a big brain. Like I'm telling you. And then I have this vein right here that when I get mad pops out. I don't know, is it popping out right now?
I don't think
when you rap.
When I'm rapping, oh my god, like my veins pop out. So it's like everything is so, like I'm so in control of my veins and my muscles that I can make yourself
cry. We got where you're from. You're from Jersey, moved here to West Palm. And were you originally from Cocoa?
Yeah.
Now, I know for us that's not somewhere we're accustomed to hearing about. Is that generally a small place, Cocoa?
It's a small city. My family side, my mama's side, they from the outer part of Cocoa. It's called Sharp. That's like the woods and stuff. So that's where all my people are from. That's what half of the time I was going there. You know what I'm saying, with my cousins. So did everything with Sharps. But yeah, Cocoa. I lived in Cocoa all my life. But I didn't live all around Brevard County. But I always go back to Cocoa.
And for people that are, obviously not from Cocoa, like how would you describe just being being from there, what goes on and what the everyday theme is over there?
Shit, yeah. It's just like every place, like you know what I'm saying? It's a little good side, but most of it's, you know, it's a little small place, little crime, and when the crime happen, it just hit home, because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so small to where every time something happen, it's just somebody cousin, somebody uncle, somebody, you know what I'm saying, somebody daddy. It's crazy, and it's like, it's just getting worse, you know what I'm saying?
The realest niggas live in Coco, period.
What personally got you into music?
But that shit came out of nowhere. I was at a party one day, and I just seen like it was like the local people was performing there, and I seen how the, you know what I'm saying, the crowd was like, you know what I'm saying, interacting with them. It was good. And then I think Jay Green, he was performing there too. So everybody had knew his songs, but he like a year or two younger than me. So I was like, damn, I don't know who this is. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but I was vibing to it. I just remember vibing to the song. And after that, as soon as I left out of there, it was like, damn. I was like, man, I feel like I can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to say the next day, lyrics just started hitting my head.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. And ever since then, like, I just, you know what I'm saying? I started making music. And a couple months after that, like, I tried to get into a studio, but I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get in touch with nobody. And one day, one of my homies that I had went to school with, he had said, shit, you know what I'm saying, he rapping, he can show me to the studio, and ever since then, I dropped my first little freestyle, and people was fucking with me.
Now, did you guys form a relationship after the music for you two, or was it something you had prior and then you grew into the musician?
We met, we had a little showcase, and she was in it, and I was in it. My cousin had put me in it, and then shit, that's where we really met at. I know I had seen her doing the thing. I kept seeing her name very well on social media, so I remember I wrote her a couple times just to like tell her, like, you feel me, like
He slid in my DM.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, like, you feel me. So I see how you feel me, grind, like, you know what I'm saying, on some keep grinding type shit.
Yeah.
And then shit, we ended up seeing each other at the show.
He never slid in my DMs like trying to talk to me, like, or he never sent me hard eyes and none of that stuff. It was more so like just giving me kudos, like a very dry way too. Like, typically guys slide in your DMs and they have absolutely no filter. And but the way he approached me was like, oh, I see you doing your thing. Like, it was very like boring. But that's a good thing. Now that I look back at it, it's a good thing, because everybody does not, like, literally 99% of the guys that slide in my DMs do not hold back. They get straight to the point, and then you have like that one that comes out of nowhere every 3 to 4 months, and they say something that's proper, and they approach you the right way, like, oh, you're doing a good job, like.
Yeah. It wasn't on no try to get out of type thing. I was just like, you feel me, just an artist to artist type thing. You know what I'm saying?
You could tell when people are just like trying to make conversation just to get somewhere, but I don't know.
At what point did the both of you take it serious in that way?
I feel like we've been like this since day one.
Right.
Like, since
we just always had that. It was just that chemistry.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, I think we took it to, like, you know, and at the beginning you don't know what you're getting yourself into, so you just take it day by day. But
and when you realize
it was like uncontrollable almost. Like, we didn't set each other rules, like, oh, well, if I'm gonna talk to you, I don't want you talking to bitches out here. It was more so like, well, okay, we like each other, let's just take it day by day. And then little by little, you know, we would set certain boundaries, not rules, but like boundaries, especially me, you know, working with dudes, all type of dudes, and being one of, and then this is not to toot my own horn, but being one of the well-known female artists out here, it's like everybody want to work with you, and you have to work with people. So it was like, I was working at the time before I met him, I was working with everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to get my name out there and stuff, but I don't got to do that no more. So I pick and I choose now who I want to work with.
I rock out Dolo. I work with anybody, you know what I'm saying? I love my county, I love Brevard County 321. I support everybody in Brevard County. But like, you know what I'm saying? I just always been like, if you my dog, okay, you wanna do something, that's what it is. If not, I don't reach out. You know what I'm saying? I do my own thing.
My problem
You know
with
what I'm
that.
saying?
Well, I didn't reach out to anybody because I was
Yeah. Cause a lot of times when I have, it's like they ain't gonna promote it, or you know what I'm saying. So it's like, dang,
Preach.
I'm just
Preach.
wasting my lyrics. Oh, I thought you were trying to.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
Preach, brother.
nah, you already curved.
Do you think that you're obviously you didn't reach out to people much and she did. Do you think your methodologies kind of helped each other in a way? Did you take from her and she took from you and that way?
It's been a balance.
And it balanced out in that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, how many songs have you guys featured on with each other? And do you think those songs, were there a difference with the songs you featured on? Than the ones that you
my
didn't?
music, my delivery in general has gotten a million times better because of him. Cause you got to think about it. You're this person, right? And then it's like one power, and then you got another power coming together.
Right.
That's like two powers coming together, and it's like, what can you create out of that? So like when I met him, like I had my own flow, you know, and I still do. But it's like the way that he rapped, he had so many different melodies to his songs. So I was like, shit, I want to do that too. Like it's like almost, not that you're in competition with your other half, but it's like they open you up to different styles and different things that I was not open to doing before I met him. Like I was like, hell no, I would never do that shit.
Just it made me think deeper, and you know what I'm saying, try to be a better artist and just think outside the box. She getting me to, you know, think outside the box with some stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To do stuff like, you know, show people like your personality, show people that how funny you is in real life, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah, because you would never
yeah,
know.
like people that know me, they know, oh yeah, EJ funny. Like,
But you would never know just by looking on his social media. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you gotta,
Yeah.
like you said,
That's-
take advantage.
serious.
That's the vibe I get from your music for sure. Like you have a lot of street presence in your music, but then you know you guys have that, you know, comical, goofy vibe too outside of that. And I'm sure, you know, it's not fake either way, but it's just another part of your personality.
Right. It helped me open up to show, you know what I'm saying, another part. And that's what I want to do through my music. I want to show the good, the bad, you feel me, the funny, the, when I'm sad, all that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just want to just tell my story.
You would never know. Even when I first met him, like we was talking and stuff, but you would just never know how funny he is. Because he's so serious, like that's what he represents, or that's what he reflects off him. But it's like, bruh, like he said, you gotta take advantage. You gotta take advantage of social media. It don't matter if you have 1,000 followers. The right person could come across your page and share your post, and boom, you go viral. And the next day, you the biggest.
Sometimes the thing that makes you go viral is not even the music. Most of the time,
Exactly. But my YouTube, it took me a whole year to get just 500 subscribers. We got 100 subscribers on our YouTube account combined, like our funny, in one day.
It's crazy.
In one day.
Yeah.
Like it took me a whole fucking year to get 500 on me, on R0c0co. And then E Snapp and R0c0co, we got 100 in one day. And with that, we got a little bit cocky, and then we stopped focusing on it. We was like, oh shit, we gonna blow up. But no, you got that goes to show you gotta be consistent. You gotta keep reminding people like, hey, we still trying to grow our following, so go make sure you let somebody know.
Is it strategic to you know, to get more visual out there? Is that something you guys are working on doing?
Yeah, because the loyalty video that I just dropped, I had that out for about a year. But when I dropped video, you know what I'm saying, I had, you know what I'm saying, gained a whole bunch of subscribers, and it's like everybody heard it for the first time, you know what I mean? So for sure, we definitely gonna kick it out with visuals. Cause I kind of got a lot of music out right now. I just ain't that many visuals. So
I think there's like a lot of controversy with like the whole visual thing right now. Like when people first started dropping visuals, that was new. Like, you know, like if you was just scrolling on Instagram and you saw somebody drop like a legit visual. Didn't matter. It didn't matter whether it was good or bad. But like about a year and a half ago, before all these rappers came out, there was those few rappers that been doing it for a while, and the moment that they dropped the visual, like they really took off and stuff. Now in today, everybody trying to be a rapper.
Yeah,
everybody is trying to be a rapper. Everybody got visuals. It's like that's like the norm now. To go on your Instagram and like 10 people that you following is all out of nowhere they're a rapper with a visual. So I tell him that that's where him branching out of what people are used to seeing comes in, because I tell him like, bro, we can't even fuck visuals. Like we can't even drop visuals right now because it's like people probably scrolling. I mean, even you know, people know us and they want to see us, but it's like it takes away from the people that don't know us, because they're gonna be like, oh, it's just another rapper with another visual, just like every other person on my Instagram. Literally. So it's like, yes, visuals are strategic, but not as often as we would like to drop them, and that's why we're not dropping visuals every other week, because there's no point. We gotta, you know, we trying to find other ways and other avenues to put a face to the name right now. Like the videos in the car that we do, where he rapping, have you seen him doing that? Where he rapping and I'm just
talking my shit home, baby daddy, show them how to really get lit all night. Fuck it up, baby daddy, I fuck it up, fuck it up, baby, that's right.
I've been like some high grease, you know I'm the beast. Yeah, they call me E Snapp, they done let me off the leash. Nickname Cool Joe.
Them videos are like going crazy. They're not doing as many views. I'm not getting as many views as I want, but everybody is loving those videos. Like everybody that we know is like, oh my god, that video is so funny. And we went EJ in the car, he just standing there. I get more views on that. If you go on my Instagram right now, I get more views on those videos than I do on the snippets of the music videos that we do.
And it's I think people love it too, because you guys are like odd. You guys are like you're compatible, but in a very odd way, because even when you're being funny, you can clearly see he's the more serious one. And you're like
he's not
going like you just going crazy.
I'm the more serious one.
I don't know.
And it don't look that way. And I swear to God, I am the more serious one in this relationship. No disrespect to him, he's super serious. But like you said earlier, he's a more organized serious. I'm serious like, bitch, you ain't finna fucking play with me, motherfucker.
Right.
I'm just I just be, you know what I'm saying? I'm calculated. I calculate.
Collected,
I'm not
real Capricorn.
Well, to step away from the music conversation of things and more into your everyday life, I can see you guys have a likening for food.
Oh my God! Can I please tell him this? So with this interview, like I told him, I was like, oh my God, we about to have an interview. We gotta go to Atlantic Seafood. I'm gonna get me a plate and I'm gonna eat while he interviewing me.
That would have been fire.
And I'm like,
I
shit,
love food.
I don't wanna talk to eat.
Can I go get a snack real quick?
Nah.
That would have been dope though, right? But we're gonna do that in Miami when we go. They're gonna interview me eating. I love to eat.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
And bro, y'all could have been eating too. Like that shit is so fucking good. If y'all ever in Cocoa, go to Atlantic Seafood off of 520. That shit is so good. Make sure you order the fish dish, dinner dish. It comes with like fish fillets and shrimp and some crispy ass fries and some Crystal Hot.
When it comes to food though, like, do you guys normally like the same stuff? Is it there always a dispute there, or like what's that?
She picky, bro.
Very.
She picky. I'm like, it's whatever to me, cause she got me eating the Spanish food I ain't never eaten before, so she kind of opening me up to other stuff. But I've always been like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know the struggle, like it's growing up. You know what I'm saying? Hard eating, so
we pretty much like the same stuff. We love seafood, like that's our thing. He always takes me on dates to eat seafood.
And she loves seafood. My people from the Bahamas and stuff like that. So,
so that's culture.
The only difference is that I'm not that I'm a vegan or a vegetarian, but since I was little, I've never been really big on eating meat. Like I could only eat like chicken breasts and stuff, like anything that is not like dark meat or anything of that sort. But that's like kind of like the only thing that is that kind of differentiates us as far as food. We pretty much like the same stuff. Seafood.
Yeah.
So this is a fun fact for everybody. Since we've met, we have both gained. Do you want to take a wild guess?
10 pounds.
Shit.
I wish he was 10 pounds.
Nah. I wish.
20?
When I met him, I used to weigh 160. The lowest was like 155. For a tall girl, I looked as skinny as fuck. Right now,
Ooh, you about to reveal your weight?
nah. Can I? Should I?
If you want to.
Shit. Right now, I don't give a fuck. Right now, I weigh 195.
30?
Maybe 185.
15.
Maybe 185 because you know, like your weight, 10 pounds. You always gotta take 5 to 10 pounds off your weight when you weigh yourself, especially if you just been eating through the day because it's gonna go down the next day. Last time I weighed myself, I was definitely in the 190s. From 160 to 190.
I'm like 215 and like 235. Yeah.
I don't look fat because I'm tall, but I do look kind of fat.
That's a healthy thing. I think, like you said, you know, you got to get back to the gym and make sure you
Oh yeah, for sure.
evening it out. But that's a healthy thing. That
For
means
sure.
you guys are in a very healthy relationship. I
Oh,
think.
thank you.
They keep me well fed and good hospitality. You know what I'm saying?
So do you. He's a gentleman, so back to the food, like when it's time to like pick food, it don't matter if I pick, or it don't matter if I try to like have him pick, like he's always gonna pick what I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it to be that way. He just always wanna make everybody happy around him.
Yeah.
That's what makes him happy. So
Now, as far as your ethnicity go, are you a mixed or what's your
I'm
ethnicity?
Dominican.
You're just Dominican. How have you guys? Are you guys just naturally comfortable with your families? Have it been a nice, smooth transition?
Yeah, for sure.
Very smooth, I love his family. His dad calls me Dodo. And his mom is the sweetest, and he got 3 siblings, and they're all just the best.
And E Snapp, you speak a different language as well, or
No, English.
Is she teaching you Spanish?
Yeah.
Like how?
Yeah, I know a little bit.
Say, speak in Spanish, my friend.
What you want me to say?
Say, no, I don't know. Say,
Yeah.
yo no me voy a comer tu comida.
I'm gonna get, what you say?
Say, yo no me voy a comer tu comida.
Man, you can't tell me to say something that's cheating.
My biggest pet peeve about people is
She hate people.
I do. Okay, there's a study out there. Literally, we saw the study. We actually watched the videos of the study. But what was that video that we seen that the thing said? Oh, there's this thing where it says like there's a number of people that God chose. I believe in God, by the way, so I'm gonna always bring God into my conversation. And out of those thousands of people, if you have one of these traits, that means like you're one of the chosen ones. You remember that video?
Yeah.
And when they said this in the video, I literally almost lost my fucking mind because I never heard anybody put it into such a good perspective. And it was simply that if you love people but you can hate them, genuinely hate people at the same time, which makes it pushes me to like separate myself from everybody, and I only deal with people that I have to deal with. Like it sucks for me to say this, but I deal with my significant other or my family. I love them to death, but I really, if I had the choice to probably like be by myself, I know that sounds so wrong, but it's not really that. It's just like, if you really deeply think about it, like I just hate being around people. Like I hate people, but I love people so much. Like I would give everything that I have just to see somebody else happy before I can't be happy if I don't see the people around me happy, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
But it's like, it's weird because he's with me all day, every day. And he sees that, he understands that about me. Like, I really do not like being around people. Like, I only like being around people I gotta work with, and everything is limited. But to just be around people and have friends, and like, I just can't do that.
You have to be around people purposefully.
Purpose, yes, exactly.
I'm the same way. I'm just a little more like, I don't know. I'm more patient. You see what I'm saying? But, and I show stuff in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type, I would never let nobody know how I'm feeling or what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Until I gotta let you know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't ever let you know. I will yell, kick, scream.
Nah, but I'm saying if you bothered by something, you gonna show it.
I show it, but I don't ever speak about it.
I ain't gonna let nobody know I'm bothered until I gotta press something. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's it. My pet peeve is a bit always gotta be in somebody's business, you know?
Yeah.
They always trying to
oh yes!
be in somebody's business or do the most. Like, we mind our own business.
For real. Like, on some real shit, bro.
Nobody.
Let me say something real quick. Like, we mind our own business. Hence, I don't like being around people. So why the fuck am I gonna try to get into people's business? But with that being said, it's like people, especially when you have a little bit of clout, and I don't like using that word clout, but we have a little bit of, you know, of a following. And it's like people that was once close to us, or bro, they would do anything. On some creepy fucking shit, bro. Like, I'm not even fucking joking you. Like, on some Selena type shit. People would do anything. Like, he looks sideways like
some crazy shit.
Like, crazy shit to find out what the fuck you're doing. But I do want to say, I do love everybody. It's not that I hate people. I just don't like y'all. But I do love everybody. I really do. I have a big heart. I would love you. If I ever need to show love to anybody, I would. But I don't fuck with you.
It's like I hate the world and I love the people. But at the same time, I hate the people. And I love the world.
I have a lot of girls that I talk to that, you know, been following me since day one. And those girls, like, I love those traits about them. Like, they're just so, like, uplifting, and sometimes I feel like I do it for them more than I do it for myself. Like, when they're genuine, and when it's coming from a female, it's hard. Like, it's hard because every female, or I know it's the same thing with dudes, but it's like, females always want to, like, oh, I don't want her to think I'm dick riding her or some shit. Like, no, like, that's, like, any female that comes to me and gives me kudos, that's a blessing. Like, I love that. Not because it makes, you know, not because it's about me, it's more so about them. Like, damn, like, it takes a lot for a woman to do that. So
and I feel like it's worse for, you know what I'm saying, young guys, you know what I'm saying, guys in general. But when people do, you feel me, show they love and they support, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it mean everything to us. Because it's like Rallo said in the interview, he said that he thought about giving up, but he said that one person told him that he loved their music. He said, shit, he'll make music for the rest of his life just for that one person. That's like, when you put it in that perspective, like, if you got an impact on one person or a million people, you know what I'm saying, 100 people, it's like, that's real. Like, people real deal, they looking for you. E Snapp, ESNAPP_900.
and it's R0c0co, R0c0co, because it's 2 zeros up at the front. I heard.
Go subscribe us on YouTube, E Snapp and R0c0co, and then our separate E Snapp and then R0c0co. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to take off with this merch. I'm gonna have that on deck. SnapClanMerch.com. Go put your emails in, so I can give y'all an email blast when I start to launch my store. We got music, videos, EPs, albums, all that. We got all that on the way. Just stay tuned.
Cop your hoodies and your shirts.
Yeah, already.
Snap Clan logo on it.
We call ourselves CiiiTY, but we global. And everybody that has a voice is allowed to be vocal.